John, thanks as usual for joining us for the pre-match interview. As usual, post-match, we talked post-match at Rugby Park. Final reflections from you on what was a bit of a frustrating day all round?
Yeah, no, it was disappointing. We didn't start the game well. Kilmarnock started better than us, which put us right on the back foot. That wasn't the game plan. The game plan certainly wasn't that. It was that the opposite was to try and frustrate them and turn the crowd on them basically. And the opposite happened. They got an early goal and the crowd got behind them, and it made it really, really difficult for us. We changed after 30 minutes within the 11 players on the pitch, and then we changed at half time. So, at the end of the game, you're disappointed, you're passionate about the game, emotional about the game. Never like to lose games. Felt we could have done more in the first half. I was really pleased with the second half performance. And I still believe, if the opportunity that we got at the start of the second half, the first minute, Ethan Ross done brilliantly well, and goalie parries it across the goal, and with Sam coming in, that goes in, it's game on for me. There's loads of things could have happened. We'll never know, but I would like to have, if that went in, I think it would have been a different game. We've seen these games turn so often, the game of two halves, and it would have gave us such a lift, and it would have made him a lot more nervous. And we continued to make chances in the second half, and Christoph hit the post, and Sam and Dario had really, really good shots saved by the goalkeeper, and so on the day we could still have scored 2 or 3 goals ourselves. So yeah, end of the day, still disappointed. Difficult. Kilmarnock strong. We've beaten them twice, and they were very much trying to get payback for the 2 times that we beat them. So sometimes you just got to lick your wounds and get on with it.
Yeah, and then moving forward, this weekend at home to Partick, that's a team keen to get back to winning ways, same as ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've got to look after ourselves. We need to get. It's not that we're not trying. It's not that we're not doing the things that we did. I'm no different than I was. On up to the 11th of December, our last win. 15 games unbeaten. We're no different. Unfortunately, we've had a few injuries and new players have come in, and there's been a lot of chopping and changing because of injuries. There's like Brad's been out, Benny's been out, Crystal's been out. Ethan Varian was out for a few weeks as well. And yeah, so there's been a lot of unsettlement, which doesn't help. It doesn't help. And it's no excuses, but this has an impact on team selection and performances, and there's no doubt it hasn't helped. So yes, Partick lost the other night there. You can see the league table. I have mentioned, what we're going about. I've mentioned about the teams lower down beating the teams at the top and taking points off them. Another example just on Tuesday night. It can happen. Now, you cannot count your chickens before they're hatched. We've got to go out there. We've got to perform. We've got to be, disciplined. We've got to be very much in Partick's face. They're a good side with good players. The scoreline didn't really reflect the game. I was at the game, and although the part was bad, Partick played quite well. They'll probably enjoy playing on a better surface like ours, and we'll enjoy coming back and playing on our pitch as well. So we had a really good game out here early in the season, 3-2, and a similar result would make the league table very, very interesting indeed.
Yeah. At Kilmarnock there, you rang the changes at half time. How tempting is it to go out with exactly the same approach, knowing that Partick will know what to expect from us?
Yeah, well, now you've got 5 subs, you can afford to do that. If we were only allowed 3 subs, it's very seldom would I do 3 subs at half time. But now that you've got 5, you can take that chance, because you're always worried about you make all your subs and then you lose a guy, an injury, or an injury basically, and you're down to 10 men if you've used all your subs. But now with 5 subs, you've got that opportunity to make changes that are going to make a difference. And the attitude and the way we played in the second half was much better, and of course, yes, that would be the attitude and the way that we want to play right from the start in every game. So a little bit of the game plan going wrong, and we've got to accept that. We set our stall out to do something, it didn't work, and we had to change. So we hopefully get that right on Saturday. Partick, Big Brian, and they're a good side. Ian's got them going well. Obviously, if they're winning their games in hand, they would be right up there at the top of the table. But we've got to look after ourselves. We've no won for a while. We need to roll the sleeves up. We need to go and perform, and we've got to show big hearts and big desire. But we need personality. We need characters to rise to the challenge. At the moment, we're down. We're not doing so well. It's time to stand up and be counted and take a game and really want to do it for the individual, for the collective, for the team, for the club, for the fans, for everyone. It's time to no point coming in at 5 o'clock and saying the same old things that's going on for the last good few weeks. We need to go and not an easy game by any mark of means, but we need to go and take the bull by the horns, and we really need to go and show what we're made of.
Yeah. You mentioned in a previous answer some of the players that had missed out recently due to injuries and so on, and it was great to see Christoph back in the starting lineup again on Saturday. He really steadied the ship, I thought, particularly in the second half. How's he responded to training and the match, and how are the other recuperating players getting on?
Christoph will have benefited from the game. Christoph only came back into training on the Thursday, which for someone like him, his age and what have you, it was good of him to make himself available. We probably needed more than that training to go back into the game. But he's a big character, and he wants to play. He will benefit from having played. He'll benefit from now getting another whole week's training under his belt. I don't think that he was at his sharpest, but that was just due to the fact that he had that layoff and couldn't get back into training as long as he would have liked to have got back into training for. But he certainly made a difference, and he'll make a bigger difference this week, having got all that that game under his belt and much more training under his belt. Brad's coming along slowly. He'll not be available for this game. Probably, it's difficult to tell actually, but he is improving. He is improving. So that's a good sign. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of one illness, one injury that's going to impact on us for the weekend. So not great to have more missing key players, but that's what it is. It's just it's just the way it is. Other guys have got to step up to the plate and take a game, as I've said, and show the character and personality that everyone's looking for.
Yeah, and club captain Kel Benedict has a timescale been set?
Yeah, Kyle's trained today.
All right.
So he's in the frame. He's in the frame, hoping that there's no reaction to his training today, and he could be available for selection for the weekend, which is a good bonus to us, for everyone. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for that, John, as ever, and good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.